Hey there! My name is Mike Munzing with CRESTLINE Funding. Once again, made that change at the end of the year. It's been fantastic. Being with a direct lender gives us all so many more advantages. It's turned out great. Hey, we made it to 2010. We've been talking about it. I told you end of last year. I'm looking forward to being here for you this year. I'm 20 years into this. I am not going anywhere. I'm always making changes, making little adjustments, making sure I've got the best products, the best programs, and basically best services that I can have out here for you and your home buyers. Hey, did you make any New Year's resolutions at all? I'm not a huge New Year's resolution guy, but I hope you consider making me and working with me one of your New Year's resolutions for 2010. A lot of changes are going on. A lot of things are happening, but I study these things. We're going to go over a lot of that on this video. A couple things I want to touch on real quick. As always, I want to bring up the rates for the week. Now, mortgage rates over the last couple of weeks have risen just a little bit. And as you can see here, it's a rate sheet that you can print right off my website at www.mikemunzing.com. Print that out, take it to your open house. You can talk to your clients about it. That's the one thing. Rates have jumped up just a little bit. If you've been hearing the news, they are proposing or predicting that rates may be going higher into 2010. We'll have to see on that, but get those clients off the fence. Now is the time. The affordability is there with these low rates. Also, for your open house, I want to bring up the hottest thing going right now. Been very popular. My new How Much Home Can You Afford flyer. Download this flyer. Put it on your desktop of your computer. Once you go through it, once I show it to the realtors who are using it, it's fantastic. It basically breaks down a transaction at a 50% back-end ratio, which is the new limit for everybody. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA. And it gives you all the sales prices of the homes that people could buy at an income level and at an interest rate. I have made a couple of changes on it. I've had some new revisions, a couple upgrades on the programming. So if you downloaded this a month ago, download the new one, get that one onto your desktop, and use it with your buyers. It's fantastic. Gets you to the prices quickly that those buyers can afford. I don't want you to oversell, overshow properties, and they have some disappointed buyers. They need to know what they can buy. This gets you right to it and quickly. Okay, I want to jump right now into an area of our business. Every lender out here has a new good faith estimate that we have to deal with to work with your buyers. And the crazy thing is, it's right here. They have added all kinds of new aspects to it. This is our government at work. They're doing crazy things. I'm going to go through it piece by piece. Let's go over the details real quick. I'm going to bring up the page 1 of this form real quick. I want to run down it on this top section. The top section right here, those are the important dates. When I go and quote a rate, when any lender quotes a rate, you have to put dates. And those dates are, once you lock a rate, you have to guarantee to that buyer how long you're going to hold that rate for. If I do a 30-day lock, that'll be the 30th day. If we're floating it, I will generally put today's date or not applicable. If we're floating that rate, if we don't have a property, we're not going to lock the rate. It'll show that, but you can go through that, print this form out off the thing, and go along with me. Next is the summary of the transaction. Now, the summary of the transaction really breaks it down. Generally, a lot of these ask if there's a prepayment penalty, if it's an adjustable. Generally, right now, I'm very much encouraging our buyers to look at 30-year fixed. But in this area, it does break down the program, the loan amount, the rate, the payment, the term. Down below on the bottom of this page 1, it gives a kind of an overview of the settlement charges. And this is what's different about this good faith estimate. It's not breaking down details for them, and that's where I'm not really comfortable. I am working on developing some other charts that will give them a dollar for dollar breakdown of what's going on. This form doesn't do it. The government figured, hey, we'll just throw these numbers into larger buckets and give them the big overall numbers. My clients want the exact numbers, and I still will be giving your clients exact numbers. I'm a numbers guy. That's what I do. These little bucket things, it's expected. It's what we have to do per regulations, but I'm going to supplement it for your buyers as well, so they will be knowledgeable and know exactly what's happening. Let's go to page number 2 real quick. We've got a number of things I want to cover really quickly here. The top section is kind of a tricky section, and not much for you to really worry about, but there are 3 different ways you can look at this on the very top, 3 different boxes. One is if it's a standard transaction, the borrower comes in with a point and that kind of scenario. The next would be if I, as a lender, let's say the borrower said, oh, I don't want any points, and I can price the deal such that I can pay a half a point for them and give them a credit. That's in box number 2. And finally, if that buyer says, hey, I want to pay 2 points, I want to pay some discount points, really get that rate as low as possible because, not knowing where the future is going to go, that's where those 3 boxes are there. Next to the title fees, a grand total of, on a purchase deal, escrow, that's escrow, title, and sub-escrows, the basically title fees in that area. Down below, this is an important one, the transfer tax. You guys need to let me and let your lender know if that buyer is going to be responsible for any transfer taxes, because right up front, we have to predict what that is. Where I'm going to use industry standards, but we need to know. Next down below that is if they have an impound/escrow account, and right below that is also the prepaid interest. I'm going to be estimating 30 days. If they close at the end of the month, it'll be better, but right here, this is where we're going to be putting the escrow account for impounds and interest. Finally, down below, very bottom down here, another matching total from page 1. They really drive home the total settlement charges. Let's go to page number 3. This is more of an interesting page. This gets more a little more vague here, you might say. The very top gives them the instructions on what can and cannot change. You can print this and read it for yourself. The middle section here, usually I will only have that front section, the left section, filled out. On the right, if they say, hey, give me an option for a buy down, some other option, we can put that in there. But generally, I try to be specific. We nail this down up front, and we get the 30-year fixed rate, get it nailed down for them. Finally, on the bottom down here, it's one of those things the government wants them to call around and do some shopping. So it gives them my numbers and then 2, 3, and 4 options, so they can call 2 or 3 other lenders. If they don't have faith in what I'm doing, often I do the shopping for them. They don't need to do that, but it's there, it's available if they'd like to do it. Hopefully this helps. Once again, print this out for yourself, look through it so you're comfortable with what we're giving your buyers, and once again, I will be breaking those numbers down specifically for them. I don't like my clients in the dark. I like our buyers knowledgeable. I like them knowing what's coming and knowing how we're doing this. Once again, it's 2010. Very exciting year. A lot's going to be going on. A lot's going to be happening. Let's watch the inventory, see if that starts coming back into the market, and let's watch these numbers. Rates have edged up slightly one more time, but let's get those buyers off the fence. Now is the time to get them into the properties. Call me, 949-689-5626. As I said over and over, go to my website, fill out, or have your clients fill out my online application. More than ever, getting your clients approved quickly is the key to getting them into a property. And as many of you are doing, you're calling me, you're having me talk to your clients. So many rules have changed. I want to put all those guidelines on your clients and make sure that they can buy a property. Or right now we've got quite a few that we're just tweaking things, so it might be a month or 2 or 3 out, but we're getting them ready to buy, and that's the important thing. 2010 is going to be an exciting year. I look forward to being part of your team. I look forward to being one of your New Year's resolutions if possible. I'm here for you. A lot of you have been here for a lot of years. So let's work together. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless our country this year. And let's go do some business. All right. Take Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, she said, have I got a little story for you? What you thought was your daddy was nothing but a wow. We sit